These divers are not diving for fun, they're diving for work at Disneyland's Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage. Their job? Maintaining the fish that swim there and more.
Inspection and maintaining ride vehicles, submarines, taking care of, again, the show elements, the fish, sharks, that sort of thing.
Disney divers frequently dive at night under work lights and using flashlights, but there's more difficulties to deal with other than darkness.
The cold, this time of year particularly, water is down right now about 50 degrees, so in the water for that length of time is pretty brutal.
About 4 hours, we started looking at our divers and seeing how they feel. We want to make sure is that they're extremely comfortable in the water. So we take them through basic diving all the way through rescue diving. And that gives them every element so that in case there's an emergency, they know the procedures and they train right to it.
Over at Disney California Adventure, divers maintain the World of Color fountains.
I have about 54 divers on the rolls right now. In DCA, there's a little bit more challenges because we have moving platforms. So in that case, we add an additional element of training, which is wreck diving.
At Finding Nemo, the divers find some unusual things.
The iPhones. We find a lot of iPhones. Cameras, glasses, cell phones, hats. You name it. I guess a purse is probably the largest thing we've ever found.
The divers also inspect the submarines. That means diving underneath them.
As long as you're not claustrophobic, you're okay. We do have some specialized training that the resort provides for cast members that do work in enclosed spaces. It can be a little unnerving in some places where you're underneath something and you've only got one way out. But again, you're in the water with the trained professionals. You rely a lot on the other guys in the crew, on your type team. A lot of trust goes on, and they're all well trained. They're all top-notch people, so don't worry too much about it.
Though they're well trained, where else but at Disneyland would divers have a job in which they get to do some fun things while underwater?
Playing with giant sea bass and giant clams, that sort of thing. That's kind of odd, dealing with those.
Under the water with the Disney divers, this is Mark Eades reporting for OCRegister.com.